Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Today we're going to start off with the Rising event, and then we're going to grind out some of those Moogle Tomestones. Tomestones, whatever. Moogle Tomes, that's what I'll say. Hopefully, well, the meta seems to be spamming Praetorium. Unless Caster Meridian, or whatever you say it, is slightly faster, but I'll need to figure that out later. We're going to start out with the Rising event, and if I'm talking louder than I normally do, that's because I can barely hear out of my right ear because of tinnitus. So, I decided I wanted to stream anyway despite the tinnitus, because I know last week I canceled stream, but I want to do the Rising event, and I want to start grinding out some of these tomes. Anyway, let's go ahead and start off with the Rising event. We started in Ulda, talking to Kipya Jakia, which I think is the same person we talked to last year. Let's see what she has for us. Siblings Rising. Kipya Jakia is looking a worried sister. Oh, if it isn't brilliant. It's always a pleasure, my friend. And how fortuitous that you should appear now, just when I'm in need of help again. Pray hear me out. You see, my brother recently wrote saying that he wished to meet me in Ulda during the Rising celebration. However, the appointed hour has come and gone, and I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. I've checked all the likely places in the city to no avail, and am beginning to worry. If it isn't too much trouble, may I ask you to help me find him? Oh, it is too much trouble, I can't help you, sorry. I'm in your debt. Now, my brother is a young of 16 by the name of Nagi. He recently became an adventurer, something he has aspired to since he was little. Being an adventurer yourself, perhaps you can find him if not crossed paths. But perhaps you know of him if not crossed paths. I'm not familiar with the name, alas. I've never heard of him. We met at the previous Rising, we did? I honestly don't remember. Well, it would be too much of a coincidence, I suppose. At any rate, if he isn't in the city, chances are he went outside on some business. To begin with, I propose we split up and make inquiries in case someone has seen him. If you could focus on this area, I shall speak to those in the quicksand. Oh, I wonder why she wants to go there. Afterwards, let's reconvene by the entrance to the tavern. Alright, let's go search for her brother. Start off with this, what's the name? Midlander Rising Attendant. Greetings, adventurer. How may I assist you? Oh, Nagi. I understand he's doing some work for the Wandering Minstrel. Oh. He's just going around doing extremes or something? I dare say his client can point you in the right direction. If you can track the man down, that is. I'm afraid I don't know his whereabouts at present. He's sitting in Old Charlian. What are you talking about? Okay, well, let's go check the other big orange circle and 1.0 Minfilia? Okay, that's funny. The vendor is 1.0 Minfilia. Hello, Highland Adventurer. Something you need. Oh, is that a man or a woman? Oh, it's a woman. Oh, Nagi. I know the spritey lad. Couldn't say where he is now. When I last saw him, he mentioned taking on some delivery work. He's a curious one, he is. Gets along with everyone well enough, but doesn't seem to like working in a team. What with talk of bandits prowling the road of late, I can't help but worry. Alright, where's the other one? There we go, probably here. Hello, Bran. Something I can do for you, adventurer. If you've business with Bran, best state it quickly. This Gaz leads to follow incidents to investigate the Harbor Herald. I see. With apologies, I haven't seen this Nagi. As a matter of fact, I've been rather busy working on an upcoming piece on the Rising. Why, just earlier I was interviewing the ever-enigmatic wandering minstrel, who's got another unusual venture in the offing. The Letter Forest, he calls it. If that piques your interest, I recommend you go and see the man. He's at the Gold Court, over in the Steppes of Thal. It appears Nagi is carrying out some work with the Wandering Minstrel. If you talk to the man at the Gold Court, you should be able to learn more. Okay, let's head on over there. Yep, right over here. Man, so many people. Not used to this many people. Ah, my dear friend, what a pleasant surprise this is. I trust you have been keeping well. Now then, how might this minstrel be of service? So Nagi's sister wishes to find him. Indeed. I have entrusted him with a task, and have an inkling as to where he might be. As you may have heard, on occasion of this Rising celebration, I am hosting an exhibit called the Letter Forest. All are invited to anonymously submit letters to this forest and express their gratitude and encouragement for another, and all may pursue the letter at their leisure. Now, in order to collect missives from outside of Ul'dah, I have dispatched a chocobo carriage. Nagi is escorting said carriage. When he contacted me on Link Pearl a while ago, he said they had emerged from the 12 Wood on their way back to Ul'dah. Given the hour, they should have already arrived. I know not what is causing the delay, but might I trouble you to look for them? I would go myself, except I need it here at present. Sure. I'm truly grateful. In case it helps, the carriage was meant to pass through Blackbrush Station, so perhaps you could take your search to that area. I pray that nothing has befallen them. Well, it'd be a kind of a boring plot if nothing happened. Alright, let's head on out to Blackbrush Station then. Let's see, I guess the fastest way would have been taking that mini aetheryte. But, oh, okay, never mind, I need to go right here. There you are. What were you able to learn naught of Nagi? Escorting a carriage for the minstrel? So that is the way of it. As suggested, let us take ourselves to Blackbrush Station and try searching in the vicinity. Okay, let's go check it out. Let's see. Yeah, I guess the fastest way would just be walk out the gate over here. Let's see, Blackbrush Station is up to the north here. Yeah, let's just teleport over there. Save a little bit of time. Alright. Okay, Kipya? Kipa? Brilliant! No sooner did I arrive than this man came running out of breath. Your adventure? Thank the 12. It's the bandits of the Quiveron Manse. They've fallen on a chocobo carriage over by the clutch. The carriage only had one guard, and he was sorely outnumbered. Please, you must help him. That has to be Nagi, with me, Brilliant. Now, why are you coming? That doesn't sound like a place spot for a reporter. Come on, bro, it's just a bunch of Lalas. You can, like, punt him away or something. Oh, yeah, we met this guy. Well, I did this on stream, but I didn't make a YouTube video for it. Damn it. There's no end to them. We have you now, you stubborn little shite. Enough! Leave my little brother alone, or the 12th as my witness, you'll receive such a thrashing as you've never known. From this fearsome adventurer. Here, that is. Wait, what? Grr. That's no ordinary woman. Retreat! Yeah, I'm glad somebody recognizes me. Are you alright, Nagi? Sister, and brilliant too? That you should be the one to come to my aid. Thank you. How have you been, Nagi? Yeah, that's right, we met him last time. You remembered. I've been well. More than well. I'm sorry I didn't come when I said I would, sister. Rest assured, I'm not too badly hurt. That's a relief. I'll take a proper look at your wounds back in the city. I must say, I was quite surprised to learn that you had met Brilliant. She helped me when I first arrived in Ul'dah. That's right, that's right. They did a whole sequence where he went through the starting cutscene of Ul'dah, and we were the adventurer that helped him, or talked to him, or something like that. From registering as an adventurer to completing my first task, she kindly showed me the ropes. Now, I had suspected that you were a great adventurer, but to send your foes running without even drawing your weapon, that's just incredible. I still have a long way to go, embarrassing myself like I did. If I want Sister's approval, I need to grow stronger and be able to fight on my own. My approval? But first things first. Redmont, of course it's him. But first things first. Vermont and I have a delivery to make for the Rising. If you'll excuse us, we'll hurry back to Ul'dah. Let us head back as well. I had a mind to pay the minstrel a visit in any case. Let's see, where is she? Oh, there we go. It took a second to come back in. Welcome back, my friend. Pleased am I to see the Nagi is safe and well. Rising attendants inform me they now have all the letters. With this, we may proceed with the letter force as planned. Thank you, Nagi. I'm so sorry I'm late. You see... Were it not for Berlian, there is no telling what might have become of the letters and Bremont. In the end, I was utterly useless. So that's how it happened. As Nagi's client, allow me to thank you as well for coming to his aid. That being said, my boy, you are far from useless. Nay, your bravery defended the carriage until help arrived. There was no need to belittle yourself so. Oh, well, Berlin didn't need to rely on anyone. No, she drove off the bandits with nary more than a stern look. I couldn't hold a candle to her. Like her, I want to be able to deal with any problem without help. Otherwise, I can't claim to be an adventurer worth his salt. Without help. Tell me, Nagi, all this time, have you been working alone, even for dangerous tasks? That's right. A worthy adventurer doesn't rely on others. Excuse me, sir, this is a JRPG. If I'm to be the kind of adventurer you approve of, I must be able to handle anything by myself. Bro, you're in a JRPG. That's not how this works. It's all about the power of friendship. I see. If that is what you believe, then I can't consent to you being an adventurer any longer. Return to our village and start over. What? But you were so happy for me when I became an adventurer. I'm working so hard to succeed, to prove to you that I have what it takes, but now... You've developed a grave misconception. Until you recognize what it is, I can't in good conscience approve of your calling. If you can't accept this, if you wish to remain an adventurer, then you must win me over, and it begins with pondering why you first embarked upon this path. Alright, sister. I'll think on this. Try and talk to the wandering minstrel first. Come on, there it is. It appears Kippa. How do you say her name? Kipi? Kipi wants her brother to rethink what adventuring is to him. Had the question been posed to you, what answer would you arrive at, I wonder? Come on, let's get you. Oh, there's my friend. Heard one of my FC mates there. I'm sorry you had to see that, Verilion. Despite how it may have appeared, no one wants my brother to succeed more than I do. Succeed and be happy. After all, I know better than any how hard he works. Until he changes his ways, however, he's like to die somewhere out there, and even if he manages to stay alive, he would only know an arduous life. That's why I didn't go on out of my way to be gentle when dressing his wounds. If he could just focus on what actually matters. Instead, he obsesses about gaining my approval and compares himself to others. What drives us? Kipi Jakia is again looking a worried sister. If truth be told, no matter what Nagi wants to do, it is my intent to support him. It's his life, after all, and no one else's. It isn't my place to interfere. Be that as it may, if he is sabotaging his own aspirations with his obsession for my approval, I can't simply stand idly by and watch. Loath though I am to impose, until my brother has found his answer, might I trouble you to keep an eye on him? Well, I guess we can. Please take it as a request from me as well. Ever has adventuring been dangerous, and it is more dangerous still for one who spurns help. Like Kipi, I do not wish for Nagi to continue on his current path. As a fellow adventurer, please help him find a better way. Okay. Thank you. Now then, on a related matter, I must pay a visit to the Weavers Guild, but I will see you again anon, if you'll excuse me. Nagi said off this way, so you may find him in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. We leave him in your capable hands, my friend. Alright, let's go and talk to the minstrel first. Get gratitude or encouragement or sympathy. Each one of these letters bears the wishes of one soul for another. Were Nagi to work so hard to see them delivered at heart, I do not believe he rejects connections with others. Nay, something drives him to believe and behave as he does. We just gotta figure out what that is. Talk to this forest tender first. Greetings and welcome to the Letter Forest. Displayed here are messages of gratitude and encouragement, which folk the realm over have anonymously written. It comes as no surprise, but no few messages are addressed to adventurers. Now, We're still in the midst of preparations, but I should be pleased to guide you when all is ready. All is in readiness. Please return anon. Okay, well, let's go check on Nagi first. See, how many quests are there for us? Obviously, we have the mount. We're going to get the mount next. Of course, Firefox is frozen. There we go. So that's all. I think that's all the required quests, but there might be a little bit more for like lore and stuff. Anyway, let's talk to Nagi. Oh, it's you, Brilliant. What is it? Is that so? I'm sorry. This is really something I should be doing alone. Still, it's nice to have someone to talk to. Like my sister bade me, I'm pondering why I chose to become an adventurer in the first place. Kipi has looked after me since I was no more than 10, after our parents passed away. She was already a reporter by then, and her work took her to various places. From her I heard tales about adventurers, and came to admire them. Upon learning of the full extent of the impending calamity, she took us to a village in the mountains, where our aunt lived. It's desperate times like these that people need stories of hope, she used to say, and I believe she had wanted to remain in Gridania and continue her work, but she left in order to keep me safe. I was a burden to her then. I don't want to be a burden to her again. For that, I need to show that I don't need to depend on others. No, that's exactly what you don't. That's exactly not what you're supposed to need to do. That I'm a capable adventurer who can handle anything by himself. Ponder as I might, I can't understand what's wrong with that. Well, when in doubt, I suppose I should do what adventurers do and gather information. It would be good, I think, to speak with people like my sister. People who aren't adventurers, but are familiar with them. But Winnold Daw would fit that description. I think I know someone who would help. How about the Adventurers Guild? Yeah, I was gonna say a Madam What's-Her-Name. Oh, of course! Who else than Miss Momodi? Yes, that's exactly who I thought. In her capacity as guild representative, she's bound to have some valuable insights. I'll seek her out at once. Oh, let's head over to the Adventurers Guild. Quicksand. Let's see what advice Momodi can give him. I remember my first character was actually Winnold Daw, and because I accidentally chose Gladiator as my first job, even though I wanted to play Dragoon, and then I ended up making this character instead. I think I even used the same name and character. I just literally just restarted in Gridania so that I could play Lancer and Dragoon. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Nagi. I still remember when I first came here to sign up. I was a nervous wreck then, but now this place feels like a second home. And I come all the time for crumpets. Oops. Sorry about that. They make them so springy, and serve them drowning in butter and honey. Sorry, now isn't the time for that. Come, let's have a chat with Miss Momodi. Well now, if it isn't Brilliant and Nagi, to what do I owe the pleasure of both your companies today? I was hoping you could get your advice on a certain matter. The misconception you've developed about being an adventurer, that's an interesting one, I have to admit. Try as I might to figure it out, I keep going around in circles. I thought you might be able to offer some insights. This is just a gut feeling, but I reckon I understand what your sister is trying to say. Tell me, Nagi, suppose you fail to get your sister's approval. Would you simply give up being an adventurer? Would it all become meaningless? From this here counter, I've indeed seen off many an adventurer, each and every one unique, with dreams and destinations all their own. But in spite of their differences, they all share something in common, a reason for first embarking upon their journey. Brilliant. Would you mind telling us why you chose the adventure in life? Wanted to see the world? It seems exciting. A friend recommended it to me. Free trial? Free trial? Yes. Free trial. If you're disinclined to share, then I won't pry. To look at you, though, it's plain you've got proper reason. Keep it close to your heart now, you hear? And you, Nagi, what inspired you to becoming an adventurer? It's simple, really. I heard about adventurers from my sister, and became infatuated with the lives they led. Like them, I wanted to be able to see the world while helping those in need. Then it's enough, isn't it? Wait, then isn't that enough? Your sister's approval or no, you have a reason all your own. By the 12, I see now. At some point, my desire to prove myself to Kipi had displaced my own motive for being an adventurer. That's the misconception Kipi wanted me to recognize. What a fool I've been. Wanting someone's approval isn't wrong in and of itself, mind, but it's got nothing to do with why you're an adventurer. It shouldn't force you to do things you wouldn't otherwise do, like trying to handle everything alone. Well, that's enough for me for today. I've said my piece. What you do now is up to you, Nagi. Thank you for helping me realize, Miss Momodi. Think nothing of it. It's my job to watch over you all. Nothing makes me more happier than to see you happy, doing what you do. Oh, it looks like he's kind of figured out his issue. Let's head back to Kipi and see if she will rescind her disapproval. Thank you too, Brilliant, for accompanying me. I think I know what to say to Kipi now. And though I am to trouble you again, there's something else I'd like your help with. You see, of the letters we collected in Luminza, one was from an explorer who was seeking an escort for an expedition. By now, the letter should be on display at the Gold Court. I want to show it to my sister, and I'd be grateful if you could help me find it. Come, let's rejoin the minstrel. Okay. Let's head on over to the Gold Steps or whatever they're called. Gold Court, that's right. Alright, minstrel. I think, Nagi's figured out his problem. Ah, welcome back. Dare I hope you were able to find the answer? Yes, I'm happy to say. Miss Momodi helped me come to a realization, and when I go to speak with my sister... I see. By all means, feel free to borrow the letter. Does it have any distinguishable characteristics? As I recall, there was a large drawing of a blue chocobo on it. Very well. Let us all search together, the more swiftly to find it. Okay. How's this gonna work? Letter with, chocobo carriage. Dear not-so-new adventurer, as a traveling merchant, I've had my fair share of happy encounters, but sharing a carriage with yours stands out above them all. For you see, I went on to sell veritable crate-loads of the ring I gave you, and turned enough of a profit to buy my own carriage. You shared with me your adventurer's luck, and I count my blessings every day. No matter where I go, I often hear tell of your exploits, and it makes me inordinately proud to have met you. Till we meet again, my friend, I pray your continued safety and success. While the contents ring a bell, this letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear a drawing of a blue chocobo. It isn't the missive Nagi is looking for. Alright, let's look at this one over here. Letter of blue chocobo drawing, that's the one we want. Is there another we can check first? Yeah, there's another one here first. Let's check that. Esteemed adventurer, should you chance to read this letter, I pray it finds you well. Much time has passed since you helped us rebuild the wake of that terrible disaster, but we still remember you most fondly. Our lives continue to be hard. Every day brings new challenges. Nonetheless, we have regained a semblance of what we once had, and smiles are beginning to return to faces. Tomorrow will be brighter than today. This we dare to believe now thanks to you, and should you believe yourself face hardship, I pray that you believe the same. While the contents ring a bell, this letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear a drawing of blue chocobo. This isn't the missive Nagi's looking for. Okay. Is there another one we can do, or should I just go for the blue chocobo? What if those are, like, these are quests that we did, like, in ARR or something, or if they're from 1.0? Well, no, it can't be 1.0 because it talked about the disaster. Anyway, let's go ahead and check the blue chocobo drawing. Dear adventurer, how fares your journey? Mine continues, and I wake up to the sound of birdsong and lie down to sleep beneath the moonlight as I seek unblazed trails. Long ago, when an adventurer aided me, I was made to realize how alike we are. Deep down, we are simply travelers who thrill to make new discoveries. Thus do I write this letter now, in hopes of recruiting much like-minded souls to join me on an expedition. If you at all share in my desire to make the uncharted charted, then I invite you to seek me out in the Drowning Wench in Limsa Lominsa. Eagerly do I wait your coming. This letter, recruiting adventurers, bears a drawing of a blue chocobo. It must be the missive Nagi is looking for. Oh, I found it. Found it, Nagi. No luck over here so far. How about you? Oh, I have it right here. A blue chocobo. Yes, this is the one. All that's left, then, is to talk to Kipi. Do you know where she is? And I forget where she said she was going to. She went to the Weavers Guild, saying that she had a business there. Perhaps she is buying clothes. At any rate, I'll look for her there. Thank you. For this too, might I trouble you to accompany Nagi? Afterwards, I ask that you tell me how events unfolded. I shall await you in the Ruby Road Exchange. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's head over to the Weavers Guild. I guess I could have just gone straight down there, but I'll take the Aetheryte over here. Oh, there we go. You're here too, Brilliant. I must confess, I'm feeling rather nervous, so I appreciate your presence. Oh dear, you came to find me? My apologies for taking so long. So Nagi, were you able to find the answer? Aye. To begin with, I want you to look at this. An explorer is assembling an escort for an expedition. Certainly sounds exciting. In wanting your approval, I was determined to not rely on others, but a part of me dearly wanted to be part of the expedition, to go where I dare not set foot alone, so I've decided that I will answer the invitation. Then, this means you're giving up on trying to do everything alone? I had wanted to prove to you that I'm capable, that I'm no longer a burden, and in my obsession, I lost sight of why I became an adventurer in the first place. To see what lies beyond the horizon, and to lend a helping hand to those I meet. That's what drives me, and I was able to remember this thanks to Miss Momodi and Brillian. And whether or not you approve, I want to continue adventuring for my own reason. Is this alright with you? Didn't you just say you didn't need my approval? But to be clear, I never actually intended to stop you. Do you remember what you once told me, Nagi? Shortly before the calamity struck? Did you interview adventurers again today? What were they like? What kind of places have they been to? You never get sick of hearing about adventurers, do you? Never, never! When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer too! Well, that's a fine aspiration as any, but do you know what kind of adventurer you wish to become? A hero like the ones in Tales, perhaps? Oh no, sister, not a hero. Adventurers are free spirits, and I want to be a free spirit of all. Okay, Luffy. Oh yes, I'll travel the world and meet lots of people, and when I visit home, you can interview me as much as you like. For that boy to spurn help for want of my approval, I couldn't bear to see it, and in order to bring you to your senses, I may have spoken a little sternly. As an adventurer, you'll experience no small amount of hardships, but you chose your path because you wanted to be free. So don't let yourself be shackled by expectation, be it your own or that of others, and instead take things as they come. So long as you are true to yourself and recognize your limits, you'll surely find a way forward. And remember, not even heroes can accomplish everything alone. Relying on others doesn't make you a lesser adventurer. If anything, the freer we are, the more we need to look out for one another. And that, I believe, is the essence and beauty of adventuring. Wouldn't you agree, Brillian? Sure. Adventure is never alone. Look at me, I have my big old sword. Understood, Keepy. I won't ever forget this. Knowing you, I expect you're raring to answer the explorer's petition in Limsa Lominsa. You'll be taking an airship, yes? In which case, I shall give you these garments to you, now. I had them made for you, thinking it was past time you had something better. For me? Thank you so much, sister. I must thank you too, Brillian. You're the kind of adventurer I admire, and I'll keep on working hard to be like you. I couldn't have asked for a better person to watch over my little brother. I appreciate everything you've done for him, and look forward to meeting you again, be it for a story or something else. With that, we take our leave of you. Till next time. You see the siblings off. safe in the knowledge that all will be well. Time to rejoin the wandering minstrel and relay to him the tale's happy conclusion. Alright, let's head back to the wandering minstrel and tell him what happened. Let's see. Yeah, it'd probably be fastest to go to... Oops, not there. I'm thinking too much about this. The amount of time it took me to do that, I could have, like, been running. Let's cut through the Adventurers Guild here. And Wandering Minstrel's right here. Welcome back, my friend. Judging by your expression, I think it all is well with Nagi and Kipi. I see. Pleased am I to hear that. When we first set out on our journeys, 'tis usually for the simplest of reasons. Yet as we make our way, those reasons become lost in a haze of motives, causing us to lose sight of what truly matters. In such a time, if we can but remember what prompted us to take our first step, we will always find the strength to take the next. Nagi shall be fine. I am certain of it. My thanks for keeping an eye on him. Those events have inspired a new verse in me. A verse about the dreams of those who seek new worlds, and the hopes of those who see them off. Ah yes, migraine time. Right on cue. What's this gonna be? Greetings, warrior of light. Ah, okay. They did this last year. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjecture by the weary mind? Perhaps not. They did this last year too, and I think they've probably been doing it every year. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. "10 years have passed since the world was reborn from its ashes, since we set forth upon this journey. Countless things have happened during that time, and I've had the pleasure of meeting many an adventurer along the way. If truth be told, it hasn't always been easy. There are moments when I wonder why I must struggle so. Days when I'm tempted to cast it all aside. But in spite of all of this, I always manage to carry on, and it's thanks to my wonderful comrades, and to you, our esteemed adventurers. By now, I must have been regaled with tens of thousands of your tales. You always share them with a smile, but even when it is with a frown, you tell me that you're still enjoying yourselves. 'Tis no exaggeration to say that I derive all my driving force from you all. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Ours is an unending journey, and nothing would make me happier than if you would come walking it together. As you make your way, we promise that we will ever be at your side. matching you step for step. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Much time has passed since the world was reborn from its ashes. Countless souls have made this place their home. Every single one has left an indelible mark upon it. Oh, there's the mount. Looks pretty cool. Together, we have built this world, and it is our sincerest hope that we shall continue to do so for many years to come. So please be safe and well. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. I dare say Nagi is aboard the airship by now. I pray that he and Kipi will find happiness upon their respective paths. I hope you do as well, my friend. If you would lend me an ear, I would dedicate these verses to your future. Be morning light, the journey starts, a thrill of hopes within our hearts. On weariest wind to river song, into the world wherever we belong. Bow fields of white in azure sky, sunset storm of crimson fire, jewels a glitter on pitch black veil, a new day dawns, so goes the tale. By eternal wind we carry on, boldly towards a golden morn, with memories as a guiding star, shining our steps both near and far. Where you will go, whom you will meet, what you will see, there is no telling what the future holds for anyone. Yet, come what may, I bid you never forget this. The bonds you forge, the memories you make, and the footsteps you leave behind, they shall one day spur you forward. So pray continue walking your own path. Wherever your journey leads, I shall be praying for your happiness. Nice shot of Ul'dah there. And the meteor. With memories shared, yet all our own, as one we brave frontiers unknown. Thank you for 10 years. Man, I've only been playing this for like 2 years, but like, it still feels great every time I do this. Like, last year I did the anniversary event, it felt great. Doing it now still feels great. Plus we get a cool mount. Last year I think we got the snap emote. You have access to the letter force, the golden, that I wanted to read those, yeah. Additionally, you can unlock Kupo Adventure minigame, Steps of Null, speak to Nora, okay. This along with minigames may also be played by opening the toy chest, okay. Well, that was the Rising event. Let's go check out the letter force, see if we can find some cool ones. Or find out what we can do here. Greetings and welcome to the letter force. Displayed here are messages of gratitude and encouragement, which folk of the realm over have anonymously written. It comes no surprise, but no few messages are addressed to adventurers. If you wish to pursue some letters, I should be pleased to guide you. Sure. Master Board Keeper, Choreographist, Architect. Let's just pick one and see, like, how this works. I think I clicked on the Linguist one. Yeah. I first set foot in this land 10 years ago. Since then I have had occasion to meet numerous fine adventurers like yourself. Many languages exist, and they sometimes act as a wall that divide us. This world, however, is a place where we might transcend that wall and come together in unity. Each and every day, you and yours find various ways to forge bonds. In so doing, you gain access to a new world as seen through different eyes, and that is what makes life endlessly fascinating. As you carry on adventuring, I pray that you will be blessed with many such enriching encounters. Yours in understanding and unity, a humble linguist. So are these actually letters that were written by fans and then put in the game, or is this like stuff that they wrote? That would be kind of weird for them to just write it. It'd be a lot cooler if it was actually players and stuff. Anyway, I believe... So where did he say we could play that minigame? So let's go ahead and try and do that first. Also, I need to try the mount as well. Also need to check out 1.0 Minfield over here. See what she has for sale. Okay, just some orchestration scrolls. Yeah, I got both of those now. Okay, let me go ahead and look and see what other stuff I can get. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, the Rising, that's what I want. Okay, yeah, there is more. Remembering the Past is another quest. I believe that probably starts in Limsa. No, Steps of Nald. Am I supposed to do this? Hold on. Oh, that gets me a framework kit, so I'm going to want to do it. Okay, so this quest starts in... Steps of Nald, okay. But first, let's go ahead and try the... Let me check what this attendant has to say. Okay, that's just explanation. Yeah, let me try this first. Greetings, adventurer. Are you here to test your skills in the excitement of Kupo adventures? You bet I am, Kupo. I have no idea what this is. Excellent. Let's get you started at once. Please enjoy yourself. Kupo adventure. WS to move. Mouse to change angle. Oh, okay. It's like that. Oh, okay. That's how it's gonna work. So what song is this? Okay, let's do this. I didn't do much. Let's see, deals 20 damage in front of you. 10 damage to all enemies in the area. 108 squares in front of you. Heal. Effective barrier. Automatic revive. Nah. Try and do this. Why am I shooting 5 balls now? Oh, because I didn't get hit or something. Do that. Sends a powerful presence? At least it's not a powerful mark. Fearsome foe. Okay, Ultros. Oh, okay, it's the... what's it called? I guess there's no reason not to, not to use these. Oops, I didn't mean to use it. Let's do this. Oh, that's not what I meant, but okay. Yeah, this is the ARR battle music, I think. Oh. I forget what his name is. Oh, come on, none of them hit, I can't remember what his name is. This isn't Ultros. Maybe I can launch it off the wall and do a bunch of hits. Nah, that didn't work. Oh, this will kill him. Oh, what, sir? Oh, he doesn't move after you do it? Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Let's do... Oh, really? I get hit every single time I walk on that? That's annoying. Let's just do that. Let's aim for this area. Oops. Gonna need to heal. What's this? Oh, okay. Grants vulnerability to the floor. Yeah, that's only one thing. I don't want that. Oops. I said I don't want that, and then I use it. I want to get in there, but I also need to get rid of this stupid cactar. Yeah, because I can like chain a bunch up at the top here. Oops. Well, I hit him, but I didn't mean to do it like that. Okay, let's try this. That did some pretty good damage. Let's try doing that. Get rid of a bunch of those. Do this. There we go, that took out all of them. Oh, I thought I would hit that one, but yeah, it's not enough of an angle. Do that. There we go. So I didn't want to do a straight shot at him, because then it would just bounce back at me. Oh, I need to move off of that. Also need to really heal. Let's bounce off of here. Oh, right. The first one's gonna kill it, so... Yeah, if I can get some behind there, then I should be able to do a lot, but I can also do this fireball, or firestorm. Let's do this. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Let's see if they can. Nope, they're not gonna hit, but I should be able to kill them on the next round. There we go. I should probably zoom this in slightly for you guys, but I only just realized that. Okay, what new one did we get? This big one. 15 damage to all enemies. Nah, we don't need that. I do need to heal, though. Let's sneak it in here. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the cactar. Let's get that tonberry at the top there. Should be able to do a bunch with this. Yeah. Oh, come on. Could have gotten a better angle on that. Okay, let's try and hit this. Could have got the cactar too. I don't think that's actually what they're called. So I want to try getting behind them again. Okay, it looks like I can. Nice, that was a great shot. Yeah, let's bounce off of this guy. I want to get rid of him. Yeah, I want to go behind them. Let's go behind them again. Sir. And again, let's go right behind him. Not the best one. Let's bounce off, hit the cactar. And then I want to try and get into here. Because the first 3 should bounce right back. But then the rest will go through. Is that Odin? Okay, let's bounce off of him. That's not what I meant to do, but that worked. Oh, jeez. Odin hits hard. Okay, this does 20 damage, 10 damage, 15. I want to do 15 damage to Odin, just right away. Get rid of the tonberry, and that's how you do it. That's pretty easy. No action, no damage. Jeez. I don't know how you do no damage. But I can see how you could do, no actions. Anyway, that was fun. Now, there's supposed to be another quest over in the Steppes of Nuld, which I think is where we are. Yeah, remembering the past. Let's go ahead and go do that. What's over here? Oh, this is the Moogle. Never mind. The Nanji. Remembering the past. The Nanji appears to be deep in thought. The determined set of your jaw. The dynamic presence. As if you've ever ready to leap into action. There's no mistake. You're an adventurer, and a dependable one at that. Tell me, are you familiar with the name Louis Sois Olivier? Maybe. Of course I am. Of course you are, of course you are. Forgive me my suddenness. I am Nanji Nananji. budding writer, and I seek to pen a biography of the great man. In particular, I wish to cover his movements leading up to the Calamity, and to that end, I've requested an interview with the Immortal Flames. He served the Eorzean Alliance as a tactician, you see, so there ought to be someone in the Order who had dealings with him. And while my request has thankfully been accepted, there's just one problem. I don't have much experience conducting interviews, and I'm worried whether I'll be able to do a proper job. As an adventurer, you're doubtless used to dealing with people, thus I would like to ask you to accompany me in the capacity of an assistant. It would be tremendously reassuring to simply have you watching on. And if you're amiable afterwards, I'd like to interview you as well for your own impressions. For your troubles, I'll be certain to credit you as a collaborator, so please, won't you help me with my biography, that the memories of the Calamity might be preserved for future generations? I'm in your debt. To begin with, please come with me to Camp Drybone in eastern Thanalin. There's a place I'd like to visit ahead of the interview. Okay, let's head over to Drybone. Should be able to just, I'll just go out to Central Thanalin and I'll just teleport there. Need to figure out if I'm going to use this in the video or not. I probably should, but for a different part. There you are, to explain why we're here. Oh, but I haven't asked you about your name. How am I supposed to credit you if I don't even know that much? Brilliant Mason? The Brilliant Mason? Champion of Eorzea? Small wonder I felt you were dependable. With one such as you helping me, everything will surely go well. But getting back to business, the interview I've arranged is with an officer of the Immortal Flames. As there's still time, however, I thought we'd pay a visit to the nearby graveyard first, so I can explain my motivation for the biography. I come from a small village near the Cartanu Flats. It was burned down in the Calamity, and those who died were laid to rest here, my parents among them. It's hardly an uncalming tale. After the dreaded Primal emerged from Dalmund, he unleashed fiery devastation across the length and breadth of Eorzea. But as much as the Calamity has scarred the realm, it is quickly becoming just another event in the history books. Beyond occasionally giving thanks to the Archons that Eorzea was saved, people spare it a little thought. But when you've lost so many loved ones, it's hard to feel that anything was saved. That's why I wish to know more about Louisoix. By learning about his past and the Eorzea's salvation, I hope that I will attain closure. That's my motivation for writing the biography. Now then, in preparation for the interview, let's review what is known about our subject. It's difficult to define exactly when the Seventh Emerald Calamity was set in motion. Many historians, however, point to the Empire's Meteor Project, which sought to bring Dalmund down upon Eorzea. Is this supposed to be the advertisement campaigns for the war? It was the year 1562 of the 6th Astral Era. Seeking to combat the impressive threat, Louisoix founded the Circle of Knowing, an order whose objective was the preservation of Eorzea. Through its members, the Archons of Charlian, the Circle worked to unite the nations of Eorzea in common cause. The result was the formation of the Grand Companies in the three city-states: the Immortal Flames, the Order of the Twin Adder, and the Maelstrom. None of these would exist now were it not for their efforts. Oh, I didn't know that. And then, in the year 1572, when the situation was coming to a head, Louis Swall himself made the journey to Eorzea in secret and engaged with each of the nations. What took place during that time is that what I seek to learn in the interview. The man we're due to meet is the contact from the Free Brigade, a unit formed of adventurers, and he apparently had Louis Swall's assistance for a mission. The meeting place is Highbridge, to the northeast. It's more or less time now, so let's make our way there. Alright, let's head on over there. Yeah, right at the bridge. I remember when I was still free trial, I actually came over here to farm outgoat skins or hides so that I could level up leather worker. Because I couldn't trade on the market. Hello, generic soldier number 3. You're the ones who seek an interview. I must say, I wasn't expecting seeing the champion of Eorzea. I'm Nananji, the writer who made the request, and Brilliant is kindly accompanying me for the interview. I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your busy schedule to humor me. Come now, no need for the thanks. Like everyone, I hold Louis Swall in the highest esteem. If you wish to know about him, well then Aubrey is always glad to oblige. That's the light beams. Without further ado, then, let's begin. My understanding is that you had dealings with Louis Swall. Could you please tell me the details? As you know, our grand companies were formed thanks to the Circle of Knowing, but it wasn't until Dalmut began turning red that Louis Swall first appeared. I guess they didn't want to do a full 1.0 recap. It began with the word that an elderly Elezen man had come to Gridania who held the key to vanquishing primals. Upon learning this, I sent an adventurer of the Free Brigade to make contact with him. I later learned that the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder had done the very same. At that time, our companies weren't yet collaborating. Each one only thought to stay ahead of the others. If truth be told, at first we didn't think much of Louis Swall, only that he was the leader of the scholars who would study particular prophecies. But when the adventurers reported back, our opinion of the man completely changed. With his spellcraft, Louis Swall had opened the way into Ifrit's domain, and by the hand of the dauntless adventurers, the Lord of the Inferno was brought low. Yep, that's 1.0 in Ifrit fight. Alas, many defeats preceded that victory. It was reported that countless charred corpses lay strewn in the bowl of embers. Now, the mission also yielded a shocking revelation. Following the battle, Legatus Nail von Durnus of the 7th Imperial Legion appeared and told the adventurer that the hour of reckoning was at hand, that Daldmud would soon fall and cleanse the land. That was when we realized the Empire was behind the Red Moon's anomaly. So thanks to Louis Soir, you came to be aware of the meteor project. Still, it doesn't seem like you had much to act upon. As you say, afterwards we scrambled to learn all we could about the project. For a blessing, we had the cooperation of the Garlean director, Sid Garland, of whom you know well. Oh, defector, not director. That makes way more sense. He revealed the details of the project, that it utilized a transmission tower to pluck Dalmud from the heavens, all for the purpose of purging us savages from the realm. Now, back when Garleans didn't have any backstory. I could continue telling you what I know, but from this point on, there's someone better suited than I am. If you're interested, I would be glad to introduce you to that individual. What say you? Well now, we'd be keen to speak of this person indeed. Very well. I will send word to the Adder's Nest. If you could take yourselves to Alpaku Falls, I'll arrange a meeting there. To go to such lengths to help us, I can't say how grateful I am. Do not mention it. As I said, I hold Louis Soir in the highest esteem. He was the one who brought our three nations together, and nothing would please me more than for him to be remembered. Well, it's past time I return to Ul'dah. I pray that coming interview bears you fruit. Wait, weren't you going to introduce us? Lieutenant certainly has great respect for Louis Soir. And thanks to him, we have another promising interview. Come, let's head to Gridania, where the Archon had sojourned. This is interesting, because, like, obviously I didn't play 1.0, so I have no idea so I don't really have a clear idea of how the story went. Plus, we just don't really know much about Louis Soir outside, like, even if you played 1.0, I don't think you got that much. Like, the story just wasn't that good. And, like, looking at 1.0 footage, it just was not a good game. Like, you can literally see, like, even just the movement and the map layouts, and, like, it looked like it was, like, 5 years old, even at the time. Oops, hold on. Let's just teleport to Gridania. Okay, let's see. She said the Alpaku Falls, right? Yeah, over by the summoning tutor. Ymithra. Oh yeah, I finished all the summoner quests. Well, most of them. There's one left, but I haven't unlocked that yet because I need to do the magical DPS Shadowbringers role quest, I think. And then that'll unlock the level 80 quest on Ymithra. Ah, there it is. Hello, Nananji. So, this is Alpaku Falls. The conspicuous lack of the creatures aside, it's quite a beautiful place. Now then, the person we're to meet should be along shortly. Okay, it's just gonna be another, it's gonna be a twin adder person. Wonder if this person was from, 1.0. I was told there were those who wished to learn about Louis Soir. And who should one of them be but the champion of Eorzea? Well met. I am Lieutenant Psycho Fulk, of the Order of the Twin Adder. Nananji, at your service. Thank you for sparing the time to speak with me. Speak with us. think nothing of it. I must say, though, that Lieutenant Aubrey chose the perfect spot for the subject matter. Because this is old Gridania. Louisoix spent much time in rumination here in the days before the calamity. We Gridanians, being somewhat reserved by nature at first, the citizens kept their distance. But in time, people warmed to him. He patiently lent an ear to their troubles, healing hurts and offering counsel, and gradually earned their trust. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Louisoix spoke those words, and lived up to them. He was the epitome of a Charlean sage, and I recall myself being moved. Now, shortly after we had become aware of the Meteor Project, the hamlet of Quarry Mill was attacked by the primal Garuda. Both soldiers and civilians were among the casualties. The Order of the Twin Adder moved to vanquish the primal, but we were not alone. Through Louisoix's mediation, we had the support of not only our sister Grant companies, but capable adventurers the realm over besides. Using an artifact known as the Vortex Feather, the Archon opened the way for our band of adventurers to sally forth into Garuda's turbulent domain, where they felled the fearsome being. Upon her defeat, however, the Primal's dispersed ether did not return to the land. Instead, it was absorbed into the Red Moon, Daldmund, and they reused that for Ultima in ARR. And then the Empire constructed a new base in Mordona. The Elder Seedseer saw the need for decisive action and put forth a proposal: the formal reformation of the Yorzel Alliance, which had for so long lain dormant. The initial response from the other nation was lukewarm at best. They felt that the burden to be borne by each party was excessive, and they were loath to do aught that would place them at a disadvantage against their rivals. Yay. But the revelation that a lunar transmitter had been erected in the Imperial base prompted a change of heart. The tower controlled Daldmund's descent, and if it could be destroyed, then the Meteor project would be forestalled. After having constantly been at the back foot, our nations were motivated to join hands, and that we might strike a decisive blow against the enemy. Thus was the Eorzean Alliance reformed, as the Circle of Knowing had hoped. At the same juncture, Louisoix was asked to join the Alliance as a tactician, and in that capacity, he provided sage counsel to our heads of state. So, although he was first treated with wariness, Louisoix earned our trust through his actions and paved the way to enduring cooperation between our nations. Indeed, were it not for him, we all would have perished divided. We owe Louisoix a great debt. Now then, I expect you might be interested in hearing about the operation to destroy the lunar transmitter. But for that tale, I would recommend you seek out another, a decorated soldier who actually took part in the operation. Although a hardened warrior, she is quite friendly and should be glad to regale you with her experiences. Should I send her word on your behalf? Sure. We'd be duly grateful. Very well. If you could take yourselves to the Maelstrom Command in Limsa Lominsa, I should see to it that she knows to expect you. With that, I shall take my leave. I pray that the biography is a success. Everyone has been more helpful than I dared hope. It seems the Wiswa had quite an influence on others. That interview gave us some valuable insights into this character, and I'm eager to see what we learn next. Come, let's head to Limsa Lominsa. I'd seen a bunch of people gathered in Limsa watching a cutscene, and I was wondering if one of these quests were a part of it. And it looks like it is. Let's head on over to Limsa. Actually, I can just return. Let's see. So I don't think. Let's see. All right. Let's head on up to the. What do they call it again? The command center, whatever. There it is. Yeah, I'd seen people wait here. I didn't know what it was for. Okay, Nananji, let's meet up with this next person. And there it is, Maelstrom Command. Shall we then? Captain Mason, of course, because I'm in the Maelstrom, because it's close. Captain Mason, ever a sight for sore eyes, and you must be Nananji. Rashad Rika, at your service. I understand you wish to hear about the operation to destroy the lunar transmitter. Indeed, I'm penning a biography on the Archon Louis Swa, you see, for which I'm interviewing people who had dealings with him. I truly appreciate your time. You're very welcome. I would be glad to assist, even if it wasn't a request from Lieutenant Fulk. Now then, to continue where he left off. It was shortly after the Eorzean Alliance was formed. Our scouts returned with word from the 8th Legion had activated the lunar transmitter in their fortress in Mordona. Now known as Castrum Sentry, the fortress was originally called Castrum Novum, before the FFXIV's 14th Legion 14th restored and renamed it. It was in order to break through its defense and destroy the transmitter that our three nations joined hands, and we were determined to succeed. The strategy that Louis Swa proposed was elegant in its simplicity. While our main force drew the Garlean's attention with an all-out siege, an elite band of adventurers would infiltrate the castrum and make for our objective. We had entrusted adventurers with ridding us of primals. Now we entrusted them with the very fate of Eorzea. I still remember the operation as if it were yesterday. Though we met with fierce resistance, we fought more fiercely still, no matter the cost. We had to ensure that the adventurers had a chance to strike at the transmitter. And when the messenger arrived bearing word that they had succeeded, it still makes my heart soar to recall that moment of triumph. That day, we learned that, by standing together, the people of Eorzea could oppose even the might of the Empire. 'Tis no exaggeration to say that the victory paved a way for Eorzea's future. Without it, there would not have been an Operation Archon. Alas, it wasn't all glad tidings, for though we destroyed the transmitter, Nail von Darnus appeared and claimed that they no longer needed the device to bring down Dalmud, that he himself had the power to do so. Great writing. Sarcasm. So long as Van Darnus lived, the threat of destruction remained, and so, branding him an enemy to all life in Eorzea, the nations of the Alliance undertook a desperate manhunt. At length they located him in Korthus, and sent their greatest warriors to hunt him down. Leading that formidable band was the adventurer whom they called the Warrior of Light. Hey, that's me. And though no records remain of the fierce encounter, one thing is certain. At battle's conclusion, Nail von Darnus was sealed in the coils of Bahamut. Nail von Darnus was brought low. As you know, however, our woes did not end with the White Raven, for Louis Swall and his disciples determined that Dalmud would continue to fall. In a last-ditch bid to prevent the realm's annihilation, the Circle of Knowing issued a request to the Orsian Alliance to secure the Cartanu Flats, where the Red Moon was expected to crash. It was no simple task, for the entirety of the 7th Legion had amassed in Cartanu, but it was necessary in order to perform a ritual to stop Dalmud, a ritual that invoked the power of the 12. So it was the Battle of Cartanu was joined, and I dare say you know how the tale continues. To everyone's shock, the Elder Primal Bahamut emerged from Dalmud and proceeded to unleash his fury upon the realm. Aye, and though all bore witness as Louis Swall initiated the ritual, none remember what came to pass afterwards, neither what happened to Bahamut, nor why the realm was reborn. Realm reborn. The haze that afflicted memories of the calamity. But people remember events prior to that moment, yes? If so, do you know if anyone was near Louis Swall during the battle? Someone may have spoken with him. Yeah, that person's right here. If someone was near him, I'm afraid I do not know. He was atop a rise for the ritual, while I was a good distance away on the front lines. My apologies. No, please don't apologize. You've shared a wealth of information, and I couldn't ask for more. Well, if you're satisfied, then so am I. With that, I shall return to my duties. I look forward to reading the biography when it's finished. Well, that was interesting. Let's go and talk to Nanaji and wrap up this one, and then I think there's one more after us. Now I have a grasp of events leading up to the calamity, and yet... Oh, forgive me. I was deep in thought. In no small part due to your help, I've managed to learn a great deal. But there is still more I wish to know. Might I trouble you to accompany a little longer? If you're willing, please let me know. That was cool. There's still one more quest. Oh, right, and then that gets me the framer kit. Let's go ahead and talk to Nanaji and continue on with this next one. Preserving the future. Nanaji desires more information for Louis Swall's biography. You'll continue to accompany me then? Wonderful. Come. Let's head to the Drowning Wench to discuss our next move. Our research proceeds apace so far. We've even learned things not found in literature. But tell me, based on what you've heard from interviewees... But tell me, based on what you've heard from other interviewees, what is your opinion on Louis Swall? I don't know. He's an exceptional leader. He had a difficult task. Others deserve more credit. Don't be a jerk. I agree. He possessed great leadership. If not, he couldn't have established the framework to realize his plans, no matter how brilliant they may have been. What struck me was how grateful the interviewees were for Louis Swall for bringing their nations together in cooperation. It was nothing short of necessary for our survival. Yet, in knowing this, I can't help but wonder, in his capacity as tactician, it seems to me that he had done more than enough to deserve... devising a plan and facilitating its execution. He went far beyond that, risking life and limb on the front lines for a land not his own. Perhaps he needed to be there for the ritual. Perhaps he felt a sense of duty. Even so, as noble as it is to desire to help others, what good is it if you end up sacrificing yourself? What was it that compelled Louisoix to go to Cartanu, and what went through his mind as the battle unfolded? In order to do his biography justice, I feel I need to know these things. If Louisoix had people near him at the time, perhaps he shared words with them in his final moments, words that provided him some insights. But where to begin searching for such individuals, assuming they exist? Oh no, I have to read his dialogue. Sorry, friends, I couldn't help overhear your conversation. Just so happens I know a bloke as served among Louisoix Garden at Cartanu. Truly? You know someone who was with him? Aye, as far as I'm aware, it wasn't keeping the fact secret. Just for a good measure, though. Why do you want to speak with him? I can't do what his accent is actually supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a pirate, more of a pirate. It's supposed to be a pirate accent, but I keep doing like an English Cockney accent. Louisoix biography, eh? Or like a Southern American accent. In that case, I reckon the bloke would be willing to cooperate. I'm not gonna try and read it correctly. Ornegusiums is his name, and he was a lieutenant of the Maelstrom. After the calamity, he took to adventuring, so to be a greater help to the common folk. A Maelstrom officer turned adventurer? We'd be most keen to speak with him. Where might he be found? When Orn dropped in the other day, he said that he had business in the Morby dry docks. If you're lucky, you might be still there. Understood. We're in your debt. I'll just put it on your tab. Why you just ignore me? We can't let this chance pass us by, Brilliant. Let us take ourselves to the dry docks at once. You gonna pay that tab? Sir, you haven't paid. Well, let's head on down to Lower Lenosha and head to the dry docks. Let's see. Fastest way, well, Lower Lenosha's down there, so I'll take the Aetheryte and just teleport out there. I was thinking we get to, I didn't realize there was these second two quests, and these are long dialogue quests too. Okay, where are you? There's Nananji. Right, where could Orn be? In hindsight, we should have asked what he looks like. His name would suggest he's a Midlander, but well, nothing for it but to make inquiries. Let's split up for the task and meet again here. Okay, let's head over to the conveniently placed red circle. Orange? Sure. There's someone. Hello, sir. Orn? As it happens, I spoke with him just earlier. He said that he wanted to buy flowers, so I directed him to a vendor. Not sure where he is as of now, though. Okay, let's see if the flower vendor. There they are. Or there it is. Veteran Shipwright. Looking for Orn Goincome, you say? Don't know anybody by that name, I'm afraid. I did walk by an unfamiliar fellow just now, though. Over by the mark of the spinner. He had a flower in his hands, so he caught my eye. Oh, that might be our man. Let's see, where is he? There we go. Shopkeep. I'm sorry, but I've only just started helping out here. I'm still learning our customers' names. I couldn't say if it's a person you're after, but a man did come by earlier who appeared to be an adventurer. He bought a Nymea lily, and that we're currently trailing. You have an inkling as to where Orin might be. Time to rejoin Nananji. Okay. I don't know where my character thinks he is, but let's just meet up with Nananji. There you are, Brilliant. Were you able to learn anything? He likes flowers. So a man who could be Orn bought a Nymea lily, then went to the Mark of the Spinner? If we hurry there, we might be able to find him. Let's go. Okay, now let me go ahead and switch over to the new mount, so that we can see it. Oh, that's really bright. Jeez. Bright and big. I got a little bit used to my chair mount. And using a smaller mount. Oh, jeez, that's way too bright and big. Yeah, I'm not using that. Where's my chair? There we go. Oh, what was this again? Hello, not Thancred. Begging your pardon, sir, but are you Lieutenant Orin Guincum? I haven't been a lieutenant for years, but that's me. What can I do for you? Is this a 1.0 NPC? I realize this is sudden, but... So you're writing Louisoix's biography, and want to hear my account as someone who was near on hand at Cartenu. There must be a reason that you're here too. The Warrior of Light who led us to victory on the Operation Archon. Very well, I will tell my tale. Wait, how does he remember? Now then, where to begin? As you know, the battle was fought over the land where Dalmond was expected to fall. In the beginning, neither side was able to gain an upper hand, but then the Imperials deployed their magic armor, our ranks were thrown into disarray. Those charged with protecting Louisoix like me could only watch the carnage from afar. Although our forces managed to hold out thanks to the adventurer contingent, we sustained grievous casualties. But the real tragedy was what followed. As Dalmond hurled towards us, it began shedding fragments of itself before finally bursting open to unleash the primal Bahamut. And that's a great visual. As all below looked on in shock, the battle completely forgotten, Bahamut took wing and spewed fire all over the land. Men in magic armor alike were set ablaze and sent flying like so many insects. I only realized I had stopped breathing when a commanding voice broke my trance. "You've done enough," Louisoix told us. "Now fly! Fly and save yourselves!" But like my fellow guards, I wanted to remain. I couldn't charge into battle beside my comrades, at the very least. I would do my duty here and protect Louisoix to the last. But upon seeing us standing there, not making a move, Louisoix smiled and spoke thus. If you would give your lives to protect something, then protect my hopes. Every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope, bright and brilliant. So live, I bid you, and be among those who bear the light for the others to follow. Those words awakened us to a greater purpose. If there was hope to any in my living, then I would live as Louisoix bid. No matter what, I would survive. And so, together with my fellows, I began making my retreat. Alas, we hadn't gotten far when an explosion erupted and sent us sprawling. I struggled to my feet just in time to see the enormous, menacing silhouette of Bahamut looming over Louisoix. In the next instant, he was enveloped in light, and that was the last I remember of him. Louisoix's final moment. Amidst that light, he looked to be smiling. What he was thinking in that moment, I couldn't say. But one thing is certain. We all of us are alive thanks to him. Following the calamity, it was reported that Louisoix had defeated Bahamut and set about the land's miraculous regeneration. Do you believe this is the truth? Every soul who lives to determine their own fate is a source of hope. What we've learned has reaffirmed my belief, Berlian. The belief that Louisoix was not an all-powerful savior one reads about in tales, but merely an ordinary man. But that man never forsook Eorzea. No, he stood for this realm at the last. He and countless other brave souls, and saved it from being a scorched waste. Against the unimaginable adversary he fought, and at the cost of his life, paved the way to a brighter future for us all. The least I can do in return is tell his story, spread his message that where there is life, there is hope. Thanks to your account, I believe I found an angle for the biography. I'm truly grateful. Would you care to offer a prayer as well? The prayer that the light of hope which Louisoix preserved shall ever burn bright. I just realized you can see is that the limbs of Aetheryte at the top there? You can't see that from here, can you? Well, I guess I gotta fly up a bit. Anyway, let's talk to Nananji. Allow me to thank you again for recounting your experiences to us. Oh, I didn't see him there. I would have talked to him too. Nay, 'tis I who owes thanks to giving me the chance to share Louisoix's words. All these years, I had avoided speaking for the moment of his passing out of respect, but it would not do to take the tale to my grave. Though the biography and Through the biography, it is my hope that his spirit will live on in all of us. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I shall resume my pilgrimage to the marks. Wherever your travels take you, I shall be praying for your safety. Nymea lilies, the symbol of safe passage. As Louis stood there in Cartanu, I wonder if he likewise prayed for someone's safety. At any rate, these interviews have yielded everything I had hoped for and more. Come, let's return to Ul'dah. I'll have your reward for you at Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Okay, let's head on back to Ul'dah. Let's see... Thanelin... Ul'dah. We'll just teleport there. Alright, he should be right over here, and that'll be the end of this quest line. That was really cool. I didn't expect to get this kind of thing this time for Rising. There you are. I ended up troubling you longer than I had intended, but it is a truly fruitful series of interviews. How fortunate that we could hear from those who lived that fateful time. While I still have many questions, the biography is beginning to take shape in my mind. I also feel as though I've attained a measure of closure. Louis fought simply as one of us, and he made the ultimate sacrifice that hope might endure. This I've come to realize and appreciate thanks to everyone's heartfelt testimonies. Now then, last but not least, I'd like to ask you for your thoughts on something. According to Orn, Louis smiled in his final moments, as he was enveloped in light. What do you imagine he held in his mind? Images of mankind thriving in the future? It's pointless to speculate on such things, nah. I see. I appreciate your thoughts. As I pen the biography, I'll be certain to remember your words. Well, sad though it is time for us to part ways. I'll sit to work on a draft, and I won't rest until the biography goes to print. Thank you for all your help, my friend. I couldn't have come this far without you. Nice. The man, the myth, the legend. And we get the framer kit. Alright, that took way longer than I had anticipated. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Well, first, I'm gonna get over to... Actually, we can just do it right here, can't we? Yeah, let me just go ahead and sit down. I could sit there, but I want to sit away from everyone else. Maybe I can just, sit on the wall here? Nah, I'm stuck on the... Can't get close enough for it. Is there really no bench over here? Oh well, let's just lean against this wall. Alright. Gonna take a quick break. I ended up going way longer than I had anticipated. I still want to do some tomestone grinding, but I need to take a quick break because that was 2 hours of reading. Almost 2 hours of reading. So it's time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Alright. Oops, that's not what I want. Wait, apparently, wait. Pause. Pressing pause on your keyboard makes your character turn towards you? I didn't know that. That could be useful for taking screenshots. Of course, obviously print screens. Okay. Now then, let's go ahead and figure out what I'm going to do for tomes. Go ahead and update the stream text first. Okay. Let me see. I'm thinking of just spamming Praetorium. But yeah, so first I'm actually going to just go ahead and do MSQ Roulette. That should only take a second. I'm going to do it as Dark Knight because I believe I can do more DPS as Dark Knight at level 50 than I can as Warrior. Hopefully this will only take a minute. And then once we finish with MSQ Roulette, I'll go ahead and see if I can get some people together to do like Praetorium runs or Castrum Meridium. What the heck is going on there? Oh, okay. I couldn't see his body. So I thought there was somebody's legs and their head poking out. Go ahead and see what these people... Oh yeah, this person's still dancing over here. That's pretty cool. And they use the 1.0 midfilia model here. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and... Let's see, we're gonna get Praetorium or Castrum Meridium. Should also get a timer, or like take note of what time we start this. So 2:03 on my recording for Praetorium. I'll get a notepad to write that down later. 2:03. So when we started. Let's see how long a Praetorium run with randos goes. This music is engraved in my mind because I think for the second Tomestone event that I participated in, I literally just ran in Praetorium when it was still an 8-man instance, and I ran it like, I think I just tried to do like 2 or 3 runs per day for like 3 weeks or something. And like it was an experience. Okay, make sure to put on my tank stance. Oh, this is the first. Okay, today I was editing when we were entering Garlemald. In the second day we were in Garlemald, when the commander unalived himself and everything. And that was the first Legion. I didn't realize this was actually the first Legion here. That makes so much more sense. And why there was one of the characters was like, I was there at Praetorium and you killed all my friends. Monster. Thankfully, I don't even need anyone to do this. Oh no, wait, I'm not a warrior. Oh, the White Mage is actually using his stun. Although I should really be using my mitigation. I like the purple cape on this glam. He should wait until we actually get everyone in position before he stuns them. Yeah, this is a white mage that knows what he's doing. Nope, that's too far. He let me get down low and then use one of his full heal abilities. And we gotta run over there and start the Nero cutscene. Oh wait, no, it's not the Nero cutscene. This is the first Gaius cutscene. Like, I'm honestly considering doing Castrum Meridian, or whatever it's called, instead of Praetorium, just so we don't have to sit through cutscenes like this. And sound's gone. Oh, there it is. I'm still annoyed that, like, this would be a little more enjoyable if they left in the voice lines, because like this part was voiced before, but I guess since I think they cut it down, they cut some parts out, and so it might have made it impossible to match up the dialogue. At least they kept such devastation. But they removed Glib. How could they? I saw that Blue Academy showed a guide on how to do Castrum Meridium. I don't remember. I really need to look up the actual name for that. He showed doing a guide with Blue Mage, and it's definitely faster, but it's not like... Thing is, I don't have all the spells, and I'm not that good at Blue Mage. So, like, it probably wouldn't be that much faster for me to do it with Blue Mage. And he showed with 4 Blue Mages and doing it solo. Alright, let's beat this guy. You can get a couple hits in. This group's doing pretty good damage. Yeah, this group's doing really good damage. Get our Ironworks armor and do the walk. Doing this with 8 people was kind of funny, because you would just like run ahead and like spam everything, and then everybody would, and then just everything would die. I remember on my first Praetorium run, when I was still a Sprout and everything, I didn't know where to go and I got lost. And I think somebody else in that group got lost too. Nice. Yeah, this is a good group. Apparently, they're playing Answers in Limsa. I didn't hear that. Yeah, this is a good group. This is going to be on the faster side when we check the time afterwards. Alright, there's 2 arms. Now to fire our laser. Oh no, such a sad day. Guess we'll just need to run it again to bring him back to life. And then you run to the end of the hallway and there's another cutscene. It's so dumb. Alright, Nero, I know how much you like Sid, but like, you gotta tone it down a bit. Such thrilling gameplay. Hopefully, yeah, I don't want us to do Praetorium. I'm gonna try doing the other one once we do, once this is done, and I get a time for it, because this is a good group. So this is gonna be one of the faster times. I didn't actually realize that the Rising event started until this morning. So now I have to, like, edit that for Tuesday. I think I'm just gonna do the first quests with, Nagi for the Tuesday video, and then I might do a bonus Wednesday video that has that other quest line. I'll need to see, how much time I have. Let's call it, like, Remembering Louisoix or something. Alright, finally done. Okay, let's wait a second for them to get through the hallway. Nah, we don't need the red mage. Plus, if I start the battle, then the healer will be able to yank him into the arena if it isn't closed off. See, this guy even knows to use arm's length. I'm telling you, this is a good group. I really like this armor. I think I do like it better than the Heaven's Ward armor, even though it doesn't really match my hair as much with the purple scheme. I actually tried changing my hair color and my hair once, but neither time did I like how it looked. Like, this is the only Vieira hair that I just really like this Vieira hairstyle, even though it's like the one that everyone uses. And then also the red and the black is like what I've seen several people use. Actually, I did try changing the color once, but I didn't like how it came out. I think if I do this, it pulls everyone in automatically.
Look for the lips control.
Yeah, they left this one voiced.
It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
I wonder if the Reaper's gonna know to LB before, yeah, he changes to before he splits into the four,
Keep your eyes
the four copies.
down there.
He seems to know what he's doing.
Don't even think about Don. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Myself.
Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well at Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, everyone. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
And time for Super Saiyan Gaius.
Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization, and in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
Alright, let's go. Wait a second for the Reaper, because he's the one that does a bunch of deeps. There we go. He should go ahead and LB.
Know your place.
Okay, that's melee damage.
Come. You can finish what you have started.
It's a really good group. Now, if only he knew that he needs to LB. Too late. Somehow the white mage died.
Eorzea's mine by right.
DPS can heal themselves. Someone immediately left. I heard the sound effect. Oh no. Yeah, commend that Reaper. He did so much damage. Oop, that was good. Okay, so 2:30. That took 27 minutes. Okay, that was for Praetorium. Write this down right. Which is about 27 minutes. And that was for 14 tomes. Which equals... Let's do the math. That's about 2 tomes per minute. No, that's half a tome per minute. What? No, 2 tomes per minute. That's right. Tomes per minute. 14 over 27. I'm mathing wrong. Hold on. So, yeah, okay, so 14 tomes in 27 minutes. Now, let me try and get somebody to do Castrum. How do you say this? I need to look at how to say this. Castrum Meridianum. Meridianum. That's 8. Okay, let me just try queuing for this. See if I get an instant queue. No, I don't. Okay. Let me get out of queue and try and get somebody to... Oops. Let's see, what did they just say? They've been talking. They're talking in chat here. Oh, someone's getting married in 30 minutes, okay. Ten runs of prey per day for that person, jeez. 10 runs of prey? No. Rival wings, less cutscenes, yeah. Okay. Let me just try and get some people to help out. I think I want to try doing Castrum. See how fast that'll get to get 8 tomes. As long as it's only... So... It took us 27 minutes with a good group for prey. For Praetorium. If it takes... I think the Blue Mage one took like 6 or 7 minutes, and then so it's probably going to take like half the time. But you get more than half the tomes. Yeah, let's go ahead and just try and... Nobody's respond. I didn't see anyone respond. I'm gonna just go ahead and queue up for Castrum. Instant queue, okay. We're starting at 2:35. I'll write that down. Less cutscenes, feels a lot better. And this will get us 8 tomes. And pull both of these. And hearing all those hits feels really satisfying. This way, mage seems to know what they're doing. Let's stack everyone up. wasn't sure if he had cooldown or not, so I popped Living Dead. Thankfully, he doesn't kill me anymore. Because that was pretty darn close. I will say the Livia fight is a little more, takes a little bit more brain power than Praetorium does. I should really wait a second for the healer, but whatever. Gotta keep slowly retreating back to get out of the AoEs and making my way towards the gate. Normally I go all the way over there, but I found that I end up getting stuck. And I keep on like being in the corner. Alright, boy, let's go. He should just go ahead and LB here. Oh wait, we don't have a melee DPS. That's annoying. I am speed. Kaboom! Oh, too early. Need to try and spread out the DPS slightly better. Oh, right, cutscene time. Let's see, we're at 2:46. We started this at 2:35, so this has literally only been 11 minutes. Assuming Livia doesn't take more than like 5, this is literally only going to take like 17 minutes. So it's 10 minutes faster than 10 minutes faster than Praetorium would mean. Let me try and math this again. I'm just gonna get a little, about 28 tomes per hour with Prey. And then Castrum, I said, would take, yeah, it's been 12 minutes. So it's gonna take about 17. So that's almost 4. I'm gonna round down to 3. That'd be 8, 16, 24, 24 and a half. Let's see, that'd be about 28 tomes per hour. Yeah, they're gonna end up being about the same. Okay, let's go. I need to drag her to the middle to save some time. If you have 4 blue mages, you can actually almost completely beat her before she does another phase, in this phase. Doing mechanics is a DPS loss. If only one of these DPS would LB. Are they trying to wait for an LB too? I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish before that. It looks like we might actually get an LB too. That just means we went too slow. Come on. Come on, DPS. There, now he realizes. Okay. Time is 2:51. I get all the combinations, of course. You know, of course. Okay, so that was 2:51. Let's write that down. Which means that took us 16 minutes. Which means you can do almost 4. Which means you can get almost 32 per hour. Which means Castrium might be slightly faster than Praetorium. How do you spell Praetorium? There it is. Okay, I also saw somebody mention trying to do P1N, but you need to have a good group to make that, work. And I think I saw other people talking about doing alliance raids, but I don't want to do alliance raids. I think it's like all the alliance raids, yeah. Well, you can also do all the Endwalker dungeons too. That's gonna take a while. Wait, did I seriously get 100 tomes for that? Oh, you always get 100 tomes for this? That's pretty good. I'm gonna need to make sure not to overcap on them, because I'm still buying, materials. Still buying materials for my Dark Knight anima weapon. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna queue up for... Yeah, let's queue up for Castrum again. Assuming both of them have about the same amount long, assuming both of them take the same amount of time for queue, then I think Praetorium might have slightly faster queues, though, just because it's more people know it more. I think Castrum is ever so slightly faster. Because, like, it took us 16 minutes with a not great group, and then Praetorium took us 27 minutes with a pretty good group. So assuming Praetorium actually takes 27 minutes, and Castrum actually takes 30 minutes, and Castrum takes 15, that ends up being 28 tomes per hour for Praetorium, and 32 tomes per hour for Castrum. So I'll go ahead and run... I'll do one more Castrum run on stream, and then I'll probably wrap up there, because I also want to edit, I want to get editing, or working on editing the Rising event for Tuesday's video, because I completely forgot that the Rising event was even going to happen. So I'm also going to need to reschedule the last dwarf quest. That'll be for next week. No, dude, let me die. Let me die, you idiot, no! Okay, whatever, he was fine. He did fine. I popped Living Dead thinking he couldn't do it, but he could do it. Is this one of the, did I have this guy in a different group before? Come on. Yeah, I think I'll wrap up after this run. I'm glad that they give you a lot more tomes for this event, because there's a lot of good stuff this time. I know we didn't actually look at the rewards this time, and I don't think I will even, like, next time I do another one of these streams, but I will. There's a lot of stuff that I would like to get. I actually don't know if it's better for me to wait to kill the Colossus or not. Because as soon as you kill the Colossus, does he spawn the next pack? Yeah, he does. So it might be better not to focus the packs and actually keep focusing on the boss. I know at some point he does just spawn the packs anyway, but it would be interesting to see how you can optimize this. Yeah, because we can just kind of not worry about it. I waited a second for the healer. Probably didn't need to do that. Somebody in chat was asking for help with Dancing Plague, but I thought Dancing Plague might be Ruby Weapon, and if I could get somebody to do Ruby Weapon with me, then I'd finally be able to get that quest off of my quest log. Yeah, I need to start paying attention. I'm looking at FC chat too much. Oh yeah, we want to use the LB on the boss. Oh, right, Reaper, let's get that LB. Mr. Reaper? Sir? Yeah, I much prefer doing Castrum, even if they're the same amount of tomes. I think I vastly prefer Castrum over Praetorium. Just because there's a lot more that you can actually do to try and speed it up versus Praetorium, where you just have to sit there and watch cutscenes. Almost went back in too early. Oh, went slightly early there. There we go, now they're stacked. Need to more evenly distribute the damage on these guys. And Cub up too early. Too late. I'll get the timing down eventually. Start focusing this one guy that has a lot extra health. And since they seem to be targeting the other Colossus, I'll start attacking the other one. So there's 3 enemies, so I don't know, that won't work. And cutscene time. I'll finish off Livia, and then I'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. I think I'll try and do a farming stream sometime during the week, maybe on Friday. But I'm not going to write that down and make that, like, in stone. Maybe I'll do it earlier. I don't know. I'll need to figure out what I'm doing this week. Because, like, tomorrow at work, I gotta go talk to my boss and tell him, hey, the feature that you're telling me to implement it that you thought was already implemented isn't actually done, and we should split this off for a second task. And then he's gonna be like, no, just do it. I'm gonna be like, well, that's gonna make it take another couple days. At least it's gonna take all day tomorrow if he makes me do it. It was marked as a 1-day task and it's taken 2 days so far. Because he keeps adding on more to it because he didn't actually analyze the requirements. And he just threw it all in a cover-all task. And then just put 1 day down because he knew it wasn't just like a quick job. But he didn't actually know how long it would actually take. And that's like not even with me being lazy, that's just how long it's taken me to do it. Because there's just a lot to do. Nothing is difficult, it just takes a while. Anyway, let's fight Livia. Oh, it looks like the marriage finished. This chat. Really nice if somebody could LB right now. That's one thing about playing tank, is that you're at the mercy of the DPS and the healer. You're at the mercy of the DPS not doing DPS and the healer not doing healing. I guess that's how it works with everyone, although... And that's what you get when you play a team-based game. There we go. Healer did okay. Alright, that's gonna be all for today. Made some progress, got some tomes, got 30 tomestones. Very nice. Gonna need at least 105, something like that, for at least the basic stuff that I want. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. Hope you all had a good time. And I think I might do a farming stream at some point during this week, so keep a lookout for that. But until then, goodbye.